The bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, the most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And Scotty Miller, nicknamed the Scooter by Tom Brady. Small in stature, a late-round pick, but he has an excellent knack for getting open and a lot faster than what people know. He's hoping to become the next Julian Edelman for TB12.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Give him 18 on the play. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start. Threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboys season.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
46 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans 1A. In this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers, he makes a nice catch there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And it's caught. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Nice play there by Shaq Barrett, and he was always going to be hard-pressed to match his 2019 output, where his 19.5 sacks led the NFL. But still in 2020, he put 8 on the board and remains a key cog in the Buccaneers defense.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott.
Oh, Cooper with a nice grab. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
And again, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun again to Elliott.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, his throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
On these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On first down, Brady goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now, it's Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he works it past the 30 almost. To the 25. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
After the sack on first down, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action now, Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Buccaneers have it.
down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ear. Back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They follow up the gain of 5 by down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give to Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the result...
pickup of 8. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down. The give is to Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On play action, now Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run. 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Set him back 5.
Still 30.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Brady again. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Brady to throw on second down.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 42. Mike 42, check.
Brady to throw again.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Then more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in New Orleans, where it'll be the Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll have fans at Allegiant Stadium for the very first time. What a night it'll be. Ravens, Raiders, live from Las Vegas. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you can
Hey, Steve.
Do I sound like Steve? It's his son. Are you on Fortnite?
Hey, Josh.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? You guys on GTA? You guys on GTA?
Nah, I actually installed that game, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you punk!
Hell yeah, damn straight, I installed that game.
Well, can I have your account now? Like, how much cash did you have on it?
Hell no, you can't have my account.
Shut up! Shut up, loser.
Little dude tripping.
Man,
Tell your dad to fork over some money, then you can have my account.
Flick you! Flick you!
Yeah, I can't even say the big boy word, it's okay.
Flick you!
Hey, it's okay, man. I know I worked hard for all my stuff on GTA. You looking for a good account? I do have one, but it's okay.
How much
Your dad
cash did you have?
How much money did I have?
Yeah.
Probably almost $1 billion.
I'll make out with a girl and have it.
You want to make out with a girl? That's on you, bro. I'm trying to.
As long as I can have your account.
You're not getting my account.
Okay, how about in front of you? How about in front of you?
Little dude wants my account. Hey, did you earn your Superman yet?
For me?
Yeah, you.
On my other account I did.
You almost got Black Superman?
I think so.
Okay, because I'm 3 challenges away from getting Black Superman. Next week I'll have him. So you have to complete 83 or 84 challenges. You have to complete purple ones. If you complete 83 or 84, then you'll get Black Superman.
Mine said 5.
Well, yeah, 5 of the purple quests, but in total, you have to complete 83 or 84. If you look at the challenges, it says you need to complete 83 or 84 epic quests. That's the purple ones.
So mostly saying on your GTA account you have like 23, how much, like how much in $1 million, like how much?
Hi, Carson. You can't go to sleep.
No, bro, you had to buy shark cards,
I didn't buy shark cards. I know GTA Glitch was a heist. I know how to do it. See you later, bud. That's how your dad got all of his money, through me.
Oh, you heard.
That's how a lot of the friends. That's how a lot of the kids got. That's how a lot of your friends and people got their money out here. My friend Respect, all his little cousins got their money.
They had
was
success
through
doing
me.
it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all,
Are you
play
on GTA?
your
I
game.
don't think so.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still
I got
for the
everything
taking
unlocked
for
on
them
YouTube
because we always talk about
I don't
turnovers. They
care.
had 2 of them in the first half.
I got like
Once you start
everything
talking
done on
about
that.
If you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The run got 4.
It's
Now
kids
they
like
deal
you
with a
that give
2nd and
kids
6.
a bad name, but it's okay. That's why kids
Prescott
like you
now,
shouldn't be
option
playing
right.
GTA.
And he'll be brought down right around the
No, see,
37.
just like that, I can
A gain
report
of
that
8 on the
account and get
keeper
you banned
and a first
instantly.
down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he
I
keeps
could,
it
if I
himself
wanted
there.
to.
Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet.
No, I
that has to
don't.
be
Inappropriate
choreographed.
talk
But
gets you
once he
banned
made
on
the decision to
PlayStation.
go,
You should already
he
know
committed
that.
to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running
Hey,
back
I can just
much
press the
more than
report button.
quarterback
It's
on that
not.
type
It's
of a
not
play.
hard to do.
A first
Would
down
you like
throw
me
for
to do it?
Prescott. He finds his man, complete.
Okay, then chill out then.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I can kick you out the party too. It doesn't matter. This is what happens when you have inappropriate kids that need to be taught well.
Elliott a first down and more. And finally
then
down
behave
at the
then.
36-yard line.
You know how to. You're a child. You know how to behave
I'm okay
properly.
with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game
Yes,
worked
you
in
do.
that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
You're lucky I'm not your dad. I'd be whooping you off and down the block if I was your dad. No, you wouldn't.
Still in search of their
My
first
mom would
touchdown of the
fucking probably
game, but
jack
they're
your
on the
jaw.
move. 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Fights loose. And he's got room.
Nobody's worried about
He's
your
out of
karate.
bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. A tough run by Ezekiel
that's that
Elliott,
weird
the
shit.
4th
Okay, I'm gonna
overall
have to
pick in the
report you now.
2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college,
Okay,
you saw
yep,
plenty
get
of those
reported.
runs because I know the highlights showed him in the
Yeah,
open
you're
field
getting
breaking away
reported
from
for
people,
that.
But that's how he wore down defenses.
Inappropriate
those
talk.
exact type of
Get
runs.
reported.
On 1st and
Yeah,
10,
you're toxic.
Prescott.
Coming in here with the toxic talk.
He's
I'm
got
gonna
it.
report you.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
No one's sus except for you.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
That's fine.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Because his kid is inappropriate. That's why I have to do it.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown.
You are his
Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make
you're
the
his kid.
grab.
It's
And
okay,
the
you're gonna get
Cowboys have
reported.
cut
It's
it
okay.
to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have
Okay,
here
you
in the
get
3rd
reported
quarter to
either
get
way,
back
so
in
it's
this
okay.
game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side.
Okay, I just
we know this.
I
We
just
know where we
reported
are,
you, so
but
your account could get
sometimes
banned in
that
like a week or
binds
2
you up
weeks.
so much
So.
that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency,
Enjoy.
yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Or the inappropriate account.
Zerline good with a PAT.
Whatever account you're on,
And
if
that'll
this
cut the
account,
lead
if this
down
is
to
the
a
account you're
touchdown.
on and you're inappropriately talking, yeah, you're getting banned in like a week or 2. Well, then this account will be getting
Now
banned
after
by
the touchdown,
Sony
it's
probably.
Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Well, then I can tell him why. I'll tell
Here
him that
comes a
your kid
return
is
from
talking
a few steps
inappropriate to
into
me
the
in the
end
party,
zone.
and I have a witness, so it's okay.
Here comes the Buccaneers
Yeah,
offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And maybe some renewed
And I'll just
pressure
bring
on
this
this
witness
unit
in here, and you
following
don't
the
have no one
touchdown
else,
a moment
it's
ago.
fine.
It's back to a
done deal.
one-score game.
Fine, bud.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know
It's
this is
already
where you
done.
need
It's
to
already done,
slow
dude.
the momentum change.
already done.
Because otherwise, that could overrun your
You should
team.
learn not
You
to
gotta
do
be
stuff like
careful
that in
right
the
here.
games.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
If your account gets banned in a week or 2, it's because you were talking inappropriately on the game.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Got him
No,
in. It's
you
Brown.
were being toxic. There's a difference.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd
Yes,
down.
you clearly were.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there.
Okay,
They
you can
completed
keep
the
talking
pass.
trash. Tony
Probably
records
would have been
this.
better
This is
off
fine.
just
Keep talking
dropping the
trash.
football
Fine, go
and
ahead.
making an incompletion as opposed to catching it
See how
and
that's
losing
done,
that kind of
Shane?
yardage.
See how simply that's done?
Everybody heard what you said. You want to on YouTube.
So, alright? Talking inappropriately.
Throwing now is Brady.
My time
Coming in
I
here,
would do like
talking
He
about,
makes
talking
the
about
catch.
he wants my account and buy my
Before he's
account
out
just
of
because I didn't give
bounds.
him my
Boy, a
account.
nice
Sorry,
play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and
Put all
15.
that in
I've
here.
got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted and
It's
we make
okay,
it proceed. How about
If his,
that
if
right
his
there?
son's
No
account,
great
if his
completion.
son's
And you know
account
one
gets
area where he
banned,
honed his throwing. He was a
No,
catcher
that's
in high
his
school. He
fault.
was actually drafted by the Expos in
well then if it's
1995 in
Steve's
the 18th
account,
round.
then
Well, that would
Steve
have been
should watch
something to
his
see
kids
behind the
better.
dish.
I hate
Think
to
he
say
gunned
it.
down a few
Gunned
guys?
down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been
I don't know what else to say. Oh, yeah, that's funny. It got caught on YouTube too. That's good because guess what? Steve his son don't have no proof about what he's gonna lie about. That's funny.
Turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Yeah, right there. There you
Be careful
go.
not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
He should know better than that.
Brady going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
If that was me around my mom doing that, or somebody
yard here to the
kid,
38.
the fuck out of them.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the
I ain't
line.
playing.
A lot
My
of
mom's
bodies,
real.
not
She'd
much
knock the
space.
fuck out
I
of
think
them.
ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
If that was her kid, she'd
On 2nd and 9,
serious.
Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't
My
want to
mom don't
score
tolerate
with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
That's the problem with kids these days. They think they can get away with everything and talk shit like
He'll
that.
get this out wide.
That's
here
why
to
you need a
Elliott.
firm parent
And
to
he's going to be
smack the
stopped
fuck
here a
out of
few
your
yards
kid,
short
bro.
of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, you still
5
discipline your
yards,
kids.
not enough.
Steve's
And
problem
it'll
is
be
he doesn't
4th down.
smack his kids
52
around.
catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more
That's the
stability in his
problem. That's the
offensive
problem.
line and,
Steve
of course,
doesn't
at the
discipline
quarterback
his
position.
kids.
And
That's
if
the
that
problem.
happens, all of his numbers will go
That's
up.
why they think they can get away with everything. Bad parenting.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up
Got
getting
caught on
just enough
YouTube,
on it.
and
that
it
will cut this lead
also
back down
got
to 4 now. It's 17-13. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg.
But
how
he's
about
crying
everything
to
coming
his
together
dad right
perfectly
now.
on that
So
one? Great leg swing,
slows down.
and bang that one through.
Go down as this drive will start at
First
the
he came in here
25-yard line.
demanding that I sell my account for GPA or asking
And here we go
And
again with
asked me to
Tom
sell
Brady
my
and Tampa's
account.
offense. And he
And I
comes
told him
out
my
on the
account's
heels of
not
an
for
interception he
sale.
threw last time
And
they
he
had
talked
the
about
ball.
how he got
Yeah,
$8
you know, the
million
quarterbacks that
for
I know,
shark
that are the
cards,
best
and he
ones, the ones that
went
really know how to
into
lead their
talking
team, they
shit
tell
to
them, that's
me
on me. That's my
called
bad.
my mom
But let's
a
go
fat
back out
bitch
there
for
and move
whores
ahead
and
again,
shit.
guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And did you talk to your mom about it yet?
I'm not. Got my phone.
What happened?
I just got my phone. I made it to the house yet, Tim.
I mean, did you talk to your mom about it yet?
Shane,
Alright, Shane, come join us at the party.
I had to go get my phone. And I had to go to the drive-thru to get my nose done.
across the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Going up top for Miller. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw is Brady. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off as you... Which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Buccaneers have it. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And inside the 20.
Gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take
runs, taking their time and making it work.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out.
there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st. Prescott now from the 50. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance allowing. Offense is to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Cowboys.
Are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Prescott looks to throw on first. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 29 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
From the 35 on second down, Brady, he's got it complete to Gronkowski. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Give him 2 on the play there, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Gronk that time, and now it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Brady. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On first down, it's Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jones stays on his feet, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And Prescott, his third interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down, Buccaneers. Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Prescott on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Running with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. It's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited.
Feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bucs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.